Welcome back to Experience Pros with Angel and Eric.
Our next guest is the Executive Director of the Colorado Micro Business Alliance, a statewide business association for the 500,000 plus businesses in Colorado with 10 or fewer employees. Greg Bashaw, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Angel and Eric. Glad to be here.
Well, we're excited. When we think about micro businesses, 10 or fewer employees, they make up a significant portion of the economy. What do micro business owners need to know?
Well, first of all, I think they need to know that there is a surprisingly large number of them. So the U.S. Small Business Administration, they send out data every year. So there are almost 29 million micro businesses in the United States.
Wow. 29 million.
29 million. That represents over 90% of all the businesses that exist. To put that in perspective, almost 50% of all working adults work for a micro business. And so it's, I think when you think about that, it really is extraordinary that.
It really is, because you think it's the big corporations that make up the majority of the business economy, right? Those big mammoths, but really 90%.
Oh yeah, in fact, if you go back in time, it's really interesting to see that a majority of job growth always comes from that sector. And it makes sense. They're the new businesses, they're the innovative businesses, they're just starting out, and as they grow, as they get traction, they hire people. Okay. And
so what do they need? I mean, you know, that's the key question here, right? What do all these businesses and their owners need?
Well, you know, 90% of these businesses are solopreneurs. It's somebody working alone in an office. It's somebody working out of their home office. What they need is they need help. They need help maybe that doesn't rise to the level of hiring somebody. And so the second thing I would want micro business owners to know is there's a lot of resources available out there. I don't care where you're at in the United States. There are local business development centers. There is capital available to you. There is mentoring, there are coaches, there are HR experts, there are legal experts, often at low to no cost, specifically designed to help these businesses get off the ground.
You know, we've done a lot of work with the small business development centers around the country, and it's just like you said, there's so many free resources available, and they're qualified and quality people who are training.
And they're good resources. Yeah. They are solid folks. They are people with experience. They're retired folks who just want to help out the new business owner to succeed. Right. And it's astounding how many resources out there go unused. And so that's the second thing I'd want them to know.
All right. Is there a third thing?
There is a third thing. So the third thing is we've done a lot of surveying and of the micro business owners, and found that micro business owners typically struggle with three things. And I want to share this because if you are a micro business owner and you're watching this right now, know that you've got company. Okay. So the first thing, and this is by far the most, is how to get new customers. So the number one thing that I think micro business owners want to know is how to sell. And the second thing is okay, now you've got a ton of customers, and now you want to grow, you want to scale.
Right.
How do you do that? So how do you go from 1 to 10? How do you go from 1 to 5? And how do you do that from a technology standpoint, et cetera? And the third thing they struggle with is typically the back office issues. There's a book called E-Myth. It's kind of famous. Right. You get a lot of business owners who are craftsmen and craftswomen who are masters of their craft, but don't know business.
Gotcha.
And it kind of drives them nuts to do all this back office stuff, the accounting, the HR, the legal. And but those resources that I mentioned, they're specifically designed to help with those areas of need.
Yeah, well, and you know, it really is just that easy, is to reach out and ask for that help if you know where those resources are available. And so is there a place that the people can go to find out more information for the resources that you
I think if I were beginning to do a search, a Google search,
yes.
I would put in Small Business Development Center.
Again, Experience Pros?
Experience Pros would be a great place to begin.
Place.
Now, the second place to go would be to do a search for small business development centers. They exist in every state around the United States, and they are designed to do this, to be a resource clearinghouse, so to speak, to point you in the right direction, to say, you need this, go here. You need that, go here. They have classes. That's where I would begin.
All right. Well, fantastic and very viable information. Remember that micro businesses are defined as businesses that are 10 and fewer employees. And Greg, we thank you so much for being a fantastic expert for us. You really do bring to the table a great host of resources here in the state of Colorado and right here on the Experience Pros Show.
Happy to be here. You guys are awesome. Thanks.
Well, thank you so much. It's pretty exciting to know that micro businesses have so much power in the economy.
You bet.
Are you still trying to figure out the role of social media in your business? We'll engage the pros in the Business Brainstorm, and still ahead, personal trainer Andre Johnson will do his best to break Eric in half.
What?